Welcome to the Atlanta Consortium Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so please be sure to sign up for additional sessions. The presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at strivescan.com/Atlanta. And now I'd like to turn it over to our presenters.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to Spelman College's virtual information session. I'm going to go ahead and start to share my screen. There we go. And my name is Latrina Fisher, and I serve as the Associate Director of Admissions for Spelman College and as the Territory Manager for students residing in DC, Maryland, Virginia, and several other counties in Georgia. So if there are students in this presentation who reside in either one of those states or in some of the select counties in Georgia, I will be your point of contact. Throughout the application process, you can find a little bit more detail on my territory and the other members of my team on our website at www.spelman.edu. Okay, so Spelman College is a historically Black college and a global leader in the education of women of African descent. And we're recognized among the nation's top liberal arts colleges by U.S. News and World Report and as the #1 HBCU in the nation 14 years consecutively. Spelman is located in the heart of Atlanta and 5 minutes from downtown, a city filled with Southern charm, rich history, a vibrant arts and culture scene, and an international business footprint. Spelman is a member of the Atlanta University Center Consortium, or what we call the AUC, which is the world's oldest and largest association of historically Black colleges and universities. The institutions that make up the AUC are Spelman College, Morehouse College, Clark Atlanta University, and Morehouse School of Medicine. Our student body is comprised of more than 2,100 students from 42 states and 18 foreign countries. But when you take into consideration the total population of the AUC, you're surrounded by almost 10,000 students. However, as a small campus community, Spelman students enjoy an 11-to-1 student-faculty ratio and an average class size of 23. Our intimate classrooms where our students study and learn are ideal environments to cultivate great academic relationships between faculty and peers. And serving at the helm of Spelman's leadership, Dr. Mary Schmidt-Campbell, the college's 10th president, is a visible part of the Spelman experience. Residing on campus in Reynolds Cottage, Dr. Campbell engages regularly with the students in the campus community. Spelman offers 34 majors and minors, including dual degree programs in nursing and engineering. Additionally, Spelman students have many more avenues of study through the Atlanta Regional Council for Higher Education, or for short, ARCH. 20 public schools, public and private colleges and universities comprise the membership of ARCH, where our students, faculty, and staff can take advantage of cooperative programs such as library sharing and cross-registration for courses, thus expanding the network and reach of our campus community. We offer intellectually challenging academic programs in the arts, humanities, mathematics, and the sciences. And our top programs of study among new students include biology, economics, English, political science, and psychology. And furthermore, our Department of Art and Visual Culture offers newer majors in documentary filmmaking, photography, and dance and choreography, as well as minors in art history and curatorial studies. Spelman College offers a variety of support services and programs to assist students in their academic studies, personal development, and their overall postgraduate aspirations. And some of our essential support services and programs include the Office of Career Planning and Development, which provides students with a wealth of programs and services that include career coaching, online job listings through our platform Handshake, resume development, and much more. And our class, just to know, approximately 82% of the class of 2019 participated in at least one internship during their time at Spelman. Our Student Success Center is where students can access essential resources to receive academic support, such as peer tutoring and specialized academic coaching. Additionally, our counseling services department employs qualified and licensed mental health professionals that are grounded in a womanist perspective that aim at providing holistic support through individual and group counseling. And furthermore, our health and wellness services are committed to providing the highest quality of health care and health education. Our students highest quality of healthcare and health education, assisting our students to achieve maximum physical health in order to participate fully in their academic experience. So here at Spelman, many of us like to say that when you choose Spelman, you have made the choice to change the world. So to that end, the Gordon Zito Center for Global Education is committed to engaging students with the many cultures of the world and to widen their socio-economic and political horizons. Through study abroad, approximately 70% of Spelman students choose to extend their learning experience beyond the campus classroom. Our students have traveled to over 40 countries in Africa, Asia, the Caribbean, Europe, and Latin America. We also have partner institutions and organizations, as well as exchange partnerships with universities in the West Indies, England, Czech Republic, Japan, and Chile. And to support these study abroad experiences, Spelman offers financial aid and scholarships to bridge the gap. The Office of Student Life and Engagement provides a variety of extracurricular activities that serve to enhance the Spelman College academic experience. Home to more than 85 clubs and organizations representing everything from professional, cultural, and spiritual and cultural development to recreation, sports clubs, and volunteer services, Spelman students receive a plethora of opportunities to meet new people and to develop their interests or talents. And if almost 100 student clubs and organizations on Spelman's campus isn't enough, Spelman students are able to participate in a wide range of activities in conjunction with Morehouse College, our brothers, and Clark Atlanta University. Our residential population is spread across campus inside one of 11 residential halls, and they're made up of traditional and apartment style living arrangements. Each of these halls have a distinct culture and identity where students engage in traditional activities such as dorm wars, stroll-offs, and theme pageants. In addition, we offer several living learning communities, such as our social justice fellows community, our wisdom scholars, and honors program communities. Lastly, we like to mention that there is a 2-year residency requirement for new first-time students. So as an engaged Spelman student, we like to say that you can gain leadership skills, explore your career options, serve others, celebrate your ethnic heritage, and learn about the heritage of others throughout your involvement on campus. So here at Spelman, when we talk about admissions, we take a holistic approach to the process. We take into consideration more than a student's academic record when reviewing applications for admission. Our review focuses on the school the student has attended, the courses taken, and academic record. Test scores, extracurricular activities, community service, employment history, personal interests, and demonstrated leadership are also weighted in your admission decision. We encourage students to be as detailed as possible about all extracurricular involvement and community service on your application, as it will help us in our review. And remember to write a strong and concise essay. All prompts are located on the common application. We do not have a minimum GPA or test score requirement, but we do have an admissions profile. The current admitted class sets our average profile for the upcoming application year. So for instance, the students who applied for this coming fall, their average profile that they were guided by was a 3.77 average GPA and about a 24 ACT or an 1182 SAT. Please note that we do super score tests to create your best score. So if you've taken any of the standardized tests more than once, send all of your attempts so that we may be able to create your best score and to enhance and elevate your application. If I have any transfer students on the call, we do have two. Our transfer admitted profile would be a 3.76 average, and they have at least a minimum of 30 credit hours. Please note that in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, Spelman suspended their standardized test requirement for students applying for the class of 2025. So the students who are being admitted now to start this fall, they did have a test score. They were able to waive their test scores submission. The decision to continue this for the next class coming in has not yet been determined, but should be ironed out very soon. So for those of you who are in our communication plan or in our mailing list already, keep a lookout in your emails and on our website for new information confirming the direction of test scores and its role in our admission decisions moving forward. Ultimately, as an admission team, our goal is to admit a diverse group of bright, talented, and inspiring young women to carry Spelman's legacy into the next generation. So here we can talk a little bit about our application and what is needed to complete it. We have 3 application deadlines for new first-time students. The application opens each year on August 1st. So that is the soonest any rising seniors can apply. You have 3 application deadlines: early decision, which is binding, and that is November 1st. Early action is our early decision that is non-binding. That deadline is November 15th. And then our regular decision deadline is February 1st. Our transfer applicants, they have an April 1st deadline for fall admission and a November 1st deadline for spring admission. The only place to apply to Spelman College as a transfer or as a new first-time student is the common application at commonapp.org. We do require a $40 application fee or an approved application fee waiver to satisfy that requirement. Additionally, to your application, you must submit 2 letters of recommendation from your high school counselor and a teacher, an official high school transcript, an official college transcript if applicable, your essay and are addressing one of the common application prompts, and your official SAT or ACT scores if applicable. So all of this information can be found on our website, on our admissions page at spelman.edu. So just a little bit about our scholarships and cost of attendance. Tuition at Spelman for full-time students is about $25,900, but when you add on room and board, total tuition ranges around $44,700, and that includes student fees. More than 85% of our students receive some form of financial aid, so it will be important for you to file for FAFSA when that time comes available. Our FAFSA code is on the screen at 001594. The admission office, we award merit scholarships, several of them for new first-time students only. And your application for admission is also your scholarship application. There is no separate application for our merit-based scholarships coming from the Office of Admission. Just examples of some of those merit awards will be the W. Johnson Roundtree and Presidential Scholarships. Both of those are full pay. It covers tuition, fees, room and board for 4 years. Our Dean Scholarship covers full tuition for 4 years. The Academic Scholarship covers half tuition. And then our Student of Distinction Award covers approximately $5,000 per year. We are a Bonner school, so we do offer a Bonner scholarship. This process has been removed from the admissions office and now is solely handled and managed by the Bonner Civic office. So if you are interested in this community service focused award, you can go to our website and search Bonner Scholars to read about the application, what's required and how to go through that process. I will say that in order to be considered for the Bonner Scholarship or to apply for it, you do need to be admitted to Spelman College. So this scholarship will catch most of our early applicants. So regular decision students, if you're thinking about that regular decision deadline, you might want to check with the Bonner's office so that you can kind of proper plan on when to apply so you can still be eligible for that opportunity. Again, this year, scholarship decisions were made with the absence of test scores. So all students, regardless of submission of test scores, were considered for a merit award. And if we continue in the same direction next year, that'll hold true. So there are various ways to connect with Spelman College through our annual admission events. So this past fall and spring, all of our events have been virtual. We do hope to resume some on-campus activity in the upcoming fall, but some of the events to look forward to with next fall would be a day in your life. That is an open house, but more recent or closer for you to a plan. We do have Junior Preview Day coming up. That is going to be hosted virtually on Wednesday, May 19th. Registration is open for that. So for you juniors out there, go on over to our website at spelman.edu. Go ahead and just search Junior Preview Day to get to the page quickly, and then you can register to attend there and receive communication for that. So that's a really great opportunity to have an introductory look at Spelman College. Even if you've attended this session here, there'll be new information and more information provided to you during that event. Faculty will be involved, so forth and so on. So it's an awesome event to plan to attend if you have, if you're able to. We do offer weekly virtual information sessions on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. So you can, if you're not able to join us at Junior Day and you want to still get information to help you get set for applying in the fall, go ahead and sign up for one of our virtual information sessions. And they are hosted by an admissions counselor. So you will hear from a staff member, as well as get to engage with a student panel made up of current Spelman student ambassadors. So you really get the best of both worlds in that virtual info session space. Hopefully we will start to travel next fall. And if that is the case, we will send out our schedule and let you know when we are in your neighborhood and hosting events. And that's also another way to engage with us there. So to be continued on all of the events and then resuming our traditional format. So before we wrap up, this is just a slide to show you our team. So again, my name is Latrina Fisher, and I serve as the Associate Director of Admission. And I have a specific territory over that spans over DC, Maryland, and Virginia, and specific areas in Georgia. And then the rest of the team, they have other locations across the United States that they are the main point of contact for. So if you want that information, go on our website to find out specifics there. We'd also like you to engage with us on social media. We are very active on the platforms you see below: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We also just launched our student ambassador Instagram page, and they're called Spelman Ambassadors. That's totally Spelman Ambassador ran. So if you would like to engage with current students, ask questions, make contacts, I would highly encourage also following our ambassador page. And then lastly, Spelman College as an institution has joined TikTok. So you can find the college there and see what we're doing over there. So plenty of ways to connect with us and to engage with us and to find out more about this institution. So wrapping up, I would like to say that Spelman College was made for women, specifically women of color, to develop and discover who and what they want to be. Choosing a college is more than just academic interest. It is about choosing the right fit for you, a home away from home. Spelman encouraged students to be the best versions of themselves. Students are surrounded by a community of peers, faculty, and staff who assist in navigating their academic and personal college experiences. The college offers an intellectually stimulating community that fosters a love of lifelong learning, promotes global awareness, sparks a passion for bettering the world, and nurtures meaningful relationships both inside and outside the classroom. Spelman believes in creating your own educational path, focusing on critical thinking and encouraging students to combine hobbies and skills with academic studies. The Spelman Promise guarantees that all students will graduate with a competitive edge. So as you continue to research colleges, universities, and other programs, we encourage you to explore our website to learn more about our elite alumni that continue to trailblaze in the industries of politics, computer science, art, business, medicine, research, and history. And take the opportunity to review our current news, awards, and information regarding institutional advancement. Lastly, take a moment to review the stories of our current students, reflecting on their study, abroad, internship, and student life experience. So wrapping up, just take a moment to look more into Spelman to see how you can envision your path and your opportunity, and the opportunities are available to you here. So I will stop sharing my screen and I will go to the chat. I see a couple of questions in there. So let's see. Okay, so my first question is about the SAT score range. So just a reminder that this past year we were test optional, so students had the choice to submit scores or not, but our average SAT is an 1182 or a 25 ACT score. And the decision in terms of what test optional will be for this upcoming application year has not yet been flushed out or shared, but as soon as that information comes out, we're going to shout it from the mountaintop. So juniors, don't fret. So I have a question about scholarships and if we offer full rides. So we do offer a number of merit scholarships out of the Office of Admissions, and then there's other financial opportunities that are offered through the Office of Financial Aid. But specifically speaking to the Office of Admission, we award over 100 total merit scholarships for our new first-time students. And in terms of full rides, we grant 25 full scholarships for tuition. So they, just a note on scholarships, they are competitive. So a lot of applicants kind of quickly submit their application and then kind of want to double back to submit additional documents. My advice to you is to approach your application to Spelman as a scholarship application as well. So the level of writing and representation of yourself that you would put forth to garner a scholarship, that is what you want to do as you're completing our Spelman application for admission, because we're not going to ask you for additional information to award scholarship to you. Okay. The next question is about an associate's degree, and then if you earn one, how did that kind of translate if you were to attend Spelman? So as a general rule, we will transfer in up to 60 or so credit hours from another college. So what happens is that once you are admitted, you have decided that you are going to enroll at Spelman, then your the credit evaluation process begins with the registrar. And then once they complete that, you will receive a report to let you know what credits out of what you've taken college so far has transferred over to Spelman. Okay, general education courses are usually the easiest to have transfer over. When you're getting into deep into specialty courses or majors, then that's when things continue get a little gray. But do we will we transfer over a whole associate's degree over? If you've earned one, no. So you would not, unless the number of credits that you have that have transferred over into Spelman put you at junior status. That's the only way it's acknowledged, if you will. We will take your transcript though, look at it course by course, take the courses that transfer, and then you'll continue on at Spelman. So you may have a little more than 2 more years to complete your degree at Spelman if you were to go that route. So hopefully I was a little choppy on that one. Hopefully I answered that one for you well enough. What time does regular decision receive a decision? So all of our decision timelines are on our website. So keep that in mind for those of you who are thinking about applying next year. We're pretty transparent with our timelines. So check there for that information. But we're all regular decision. The latest they will receive a decision is April 1st. So tomorrow is April 1st. And so we have a lot of students who are waiting for the decisions, and they're going to go out tomorrow towards the end of the day. So, and that's kind of the time of day we normally send out decisions. So whenever the decision day is stated, usually towards the end of the business day is when those electronic decisions go out. There was a question about the Honors College. So that application process is separate from admission. So what will happen is that if you have, if you're admitted to Spelman and you have at least a 3.7 GPA or higher, then the Honors College is going to reach out, or the Honors Program is going to reach out to you to invite you to apply to the Honors Program. So it's a 2-step situation. So you will get an invitation to apply, then you will apply. And then from there, I believe there's an essay that you have to write, and then the committee for the honors program will convene and make a decision on who will come in for the honors program. So, and all of the contact information for the Honors College is online, and it's called the, I just had a whole brain freeze, so I'll circle back around to that. Let me go to the next question. What are some scholarships that juniors can be applying for now? So as a junior, the scholarships you can apply for, nothing through Spelman. So that's a no, nothing there, but you can go to our website and get familiar on what the requirements are for scholarships that are listed, so that when it comes time to apply, you can be prepared. But we also have a link on our financial aid page for outside scholarships. And so it sends you to a number of different places for you to go ahead and apply for a number of opportunities. So you can also use our website not only to look for Spelman specific scholarships, but also for other opportunities outside our institution. So how can we be added to the mailing list? Awesome question. What you can do is go to our website, www.spelman.edu, and from there, go to the admissions page, and then you'll see an option that says request information. And then you're going to click on that and leave us your information. And we're going to follow with an email and then get you into our comp plan to be able to receive updates on events and other opportunities to engage with us. Once you apply to Spelman, then you'll already be in tune and receiving anything that's coming out from our office in terms of updates, events, and such. Okay, let me go on. Great questions, everyone. Great questions. Let's see. This is talking about accommodations for the honor students living. So yes, we do have several living learning communities on campus. One of them is for our honors program students. So they mostly reside in LLC 1, I believe. And It's students always talk about how the honor students, they do reside in a residence hall with air conditioning. So you're guaranteed air conditioning if you're an honor student. So that's just an amenity detail for those out there. But we do, but in terms of details about the honors program and some of its benefits, I encourage you to go to our website to learn a little bit more there and reach out to the contacts. So another question about dual enrollment and accepting college credit. So yeah, if you are taking dual enrollment classes, you want to have your college transcript sent to Spelman once you are admitted and have decided to attend Spelman, because we will not evaluate credit, or excuse me, your transcripts for college credit unless you have made the decision to attend Spelman. Okay. So once that decision has been made, then the registrar will receive your college transcript and let you know what will transfer over. So yes, dual enrollment students, AP students, IB students, send us your test scores and such so that you can be evaluated for college credit, because anything you earn and is transferred over translates into less money and to less time, even though it's fun at Spelman, so you might not want the time to go by too fast. So I was asked the question, what do I personally like about Spelman? So I'm not an alumna of Spelman. I did apply back in the day, but I didn't travel down too far down the map. But as a staff member, and just, I love working for Spelman and love being around the women of Spelman, from staff, faculty, down to the students. The students really inspire me to continue that path and journey of lifelong learning, as well as just continue to dream, because I see these students aspiring to be doctors, researchers, actors, dancers, creators. I mean, just hearing their dreams and seeing them go after it is just an amazing experience. Please excuse my 2-year-old in the background. She's been good. But you'll hear a little in the back. Yes, yes. So that is that question. I hope I answered that. Does Spelman, okay, so I answered the dual enrollment question. So our SATs, if they're not mandatory for the upcoming year, will you be able to, so this is a SAT test score question, and being able to get a scholarship, you can do that. We've awarded full rides and other scholarships to students without a test score this year. So that same rule will apply moving forward if we continue the test optional requirement. Let's see, what are some aspects that tend to set students apart? Well, one, being thorough. If we're talking about the application, you can tell a student who has taken their time in the application by what the product that they put forth. So that sets you apart immediately, as being thorough, okay? And then providing a couple of more sentences that describe your experiences when you're listing your extracurricular activities and or community service. So just saying that you're a president of something, or you gathered items for the homeless during Christmas time. That's great. And that summarizes things. But when I'm able to gather a little bit more information of the type of involvement and the depth and breadth of the involvement of the student, that gives me and it helps you shine. I like to say that Spelman is full of these magical, majestic unicorns. So you all are deserving of accolades and scholarships and all the support and opportunities. But for merit scholarships, being that they are limited, we are looking for the unicorn. They got a little extra more glitter, a little more extra glitter, a little more extra shine to receive some of those coveted scholarship opportunities. So hopefully that description kind of gave you a little something. Let's see, if a student is fully in IB, does this help them? Oh, well, full IB program, or a number of AP courses or honors courses, that shows rigor. Or if you are in dual enrollment and taking college courses, or you've done a summer program, all of those things show rigor, shows that you are challenging yourself in terms of preparing yourself for the next step. So yes, IB program looks good. You taking AP courses looks great. Honors courses, every school is different and the offerings are different. So if you are able to challenge yourself within the parameters and the resources that your school has, and we can see that, then you get like, you know, major kudos and major points in the review process for that. So this one here. So just some advice for one of our younger students who is a sophomore. Let's see, wants to become a doctor or physician. Advice: if you want to do anything, go to college, period. You need to get your ducks in order as a high school student. I understand coming from middle school to high school, there's a bit of transition, but you have to kind of get into that transition and do well on average across your 4 years, because when you are applying to college, we're often only looking at your first 3 years. And then if you're applying later, we get to see that first snapshot of your 4th year. So you want your academic record to tell an accurate story about your progression. Obviously, there are bumps in the road and things like that that happen. So that's where essays come in and supplemental statements come in to kind of fill in those gaps. But what you should do is just be engaged, use your summers wisely, internships, research, shadowing, all those things will help you prepare for that level of learning that you will have to be at when you are pursuing a biology program on a pre-med track. Are there freshman doors that are air conditioned? Oh, look at y'all. Let me just tell y'all now, when you go to college, it's to experience and to get a different outlook on life. So some of your creature comforts may not be available, but we do have, so we have 2 or 3, 4 halls I know for sure have air conditioning, and then the others don't. But the upperclassmen resident hall, the suites, they have air. Our honors, 2 honors locations have air, and then another one of our locations has air. So, but those halls that don't have that creature comfort, those students are much more tighter because they are forced to be out and to interact and to build community. So it's just, you know, I hear stories about those who are in LLC one kind of to themselves, real low key, but the rest of the halls are a little bit more lively due to the opportunity to engage with one another. So we're got about 5 minutes, excuse my cough. Let me speed on down here and try to get as many questions. Excuse my cough. I have a question about cross-registration. Awesome question. As a Spelman student, you can attend 2 other campuses rather seamlessly. So Clark Atlanta and also Morehouse College. Excuse me, let me just go on mute real quick. Excuse me for that. I had to get the cough out. So as a Spelman student, you can take classes at Morehouse and at Clark Atlanta rather seamlessly, and as part of the ARCH program. So colleges in that will be University of Georgia, Georgia Tech, Georgia State University. We have Kennesaw and a number of others. So you would consult with your advisor about what you want to do, and if the opportunity or your path is taking you to taking courses at another institution, they'll walk you through that. So we already have an established process to make that a seamless process. So even though Spelman is an all women's college and we celebrate the women's experience, and you see that running throughout, you do have that male interaction as well from Morehouse and also Clark Atlanta. We're on their campus and they're on our campus. And so it's a very fluid situation. Let's see. If you want to know a little bit more about the scholarships, definitely sign up for one of our weekly information sessions on Tuesday or Thursday at 6 p.m. And then you can find a little bit more information about our full rise, the application process, and what you need on that. see, our classes are lecture and discussion based. We have small classroom sizes. So for the most part, so you're really interacting with your faculty as well as your peers. So it's not a, you just sit there and listen type scenario most of the time. They're very engaging. A lot of what I'm hearing from students is that you're not only learning your subject matter, but you are also being introduced to power players and figures that who are come from our own community that look like us, that we may have been unknown to us, just to celebrate our contributions and to also encourage you to continue to pursue that field and continue to trailblaze. So I think we have neared the end of this. Hopefully I got through most of your questions, but please just register for a weekly info session and we can wrap up all those other last minute questions for you then. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much for that information. Thank you for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a quick 4-question survey. We do appreciate your feedback. And also, this is just one of many sessions happening as part of this college fair, so please do sign up for additional sessions. And in about a week, you'll be able to find the recording from this session at strivescan.com/Atlanta. So thank you all for joining us and have a great rest of your night.